What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the very first Jurassic World Evolution 3 video on the channel. That's right, the game has launched today, and we are going to be playing it. We're going to start with the campaign, and then maybe we'll go into Sandbox later on and showcase the new species that were added into the game, including the redesigned Deinonychus. But if you enjoy this video and want more content like this, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. We are so close to 80,000 subscribers on the main channel and 1,500 on the gaming channel. So if we can get to those milestones by the end of this year, that would be awesome. But with that, let's begin the campaign.
Genetic power. The most awesome force that the planet has ever seen.
Damn right.
With it, we diverted the very course of natural history. We took something so far away in time and put it on display for the world to see. For better or worse. Sometimes, though, it really was a compelling vision of coexistence. Precious, brief glimpses of peace. Emphasis on brief. But when nature seemed to offer a correction, many people saw only a tragedy. Greed saved the dinosaurs from the volcano, only to put them in a cage. But it was compassion that set them free. Free, of course, to spread into every corner of the planet. We need to find a way to coexist. But can we put our hubris aside and work with nature this time?
Only
we finally allow life to find a way.
Only one way to find out. Excuse me. Jurassic World Evolution 3. Let's go. Badlands, Montana. The Dinosaur Integration Network is hoping to gather support for their goal to helping dinosaurs worldwide. This historic patch of Badlands will be a showcase of what DIN can do. Alright, I figured we'd do the campaign first just to learn everything, you know what I'm saying? I probably should have done a live stream, to be honest with you, but... well, here we are, doing a pre-recording.
If there's one thing that the history of evolution has taught us, it's that life will not be contained.
No kidding. Whoa.
Life breaks free. And that's exactly what it did, time and time again, tearing down barrier after barrier, until finally we arrived here. This Jurassic World. There is no path left to travel but forwards. No viable option but coexistence with the dinosaurs. It's a rocky road ahead of us. Less rocky, perhaps, under the right management.
There's Diplodocus. Yo, Jeff Goldblum should do a documentary.
Welcome! Welcome! I am, of course, Cabot Finch.
We know
Managing Director of this new enterprise and the owner of this lovely patch of Badlands. Go on, take a look around. Breathe in the, fresh air.
Decidedly less fresh around the herbivore enclosure. Hey, tell me, what are you calling this again? Is it done? Dim?
DIN, the Dinosaur Integration Network. I am Kira Chang. A pleasure to meet you. We intend to help dinosaurs and humans coexist globally, and I am here to find clients who share that goal.
Hey, so I should, ignore the roaming velociraptors that I saw on the way in and just focus on the bare bones enclosure? Wow, you're spoiling me.
Please, Doctor, take a look at the site map.
Okay. Site map.
Not only does this map allow us to oversee the site, but it also shows that the raptors are no longer nearby. We have plenty of time.
Oh, yes, plenty of time, sure. Until, of course, we don't.
All right. Let's get this showcase underway. To kick things off, some rescues will be arriving here any time now. Let's use a delivery zone to transport them all in one trip. It saves time and, even better, a boatload of chopper fuel.
Okay. Oh yeah, we got delivery zones now. That's something new they added in, so even if you have a hatchery in like one enclosure, you can just deliver the creatures to a certain area. That is so cool. Makes it more convenient.
Perfect. When the chopper gets here, direct them to that delivery zone.
Okay. Transport them here. Okay, seems easy enough.
Excellent. The Loki Ceratops are on their way. And the pilot said there's something special about the group, so, consider my interest piqued.
Ah, our other important guest has arrived. Dr. Dua, welcome to Montana.
And thank you for inviting me. Your goal to help dinosaurs thrive has certainly caught the conservation sector's attention. I truly hope you can succeed.
Ha! So do I. So do I.
We got some dinosaurs in here, ready to be released. The Loki Ceratops. We're gonna get our first look at one of the new species. Oh, look at that. We got some juveniles. That is adorable.
A wild juvenile dinosaur. Absolutely remarkable. And not a common sight these days. You know, the mind boggles thinking about how its experiences now will shape it. Will its future be peaceful? Chaotic? The deciding factor, I suspect, is you.
So this one's a female. This one's
What a beautiful young
male.
dinosaur. Can we perhaps observe it more closely?
Select the appeal tab.
Dinosaur appeal is one of the things that'll draw new guests to a site. And boy, oh boy, do juveniles sell entry tickets.
And well-cared-for juveniles will grow into more appealing adults as well.
Okay.
As dinosaurs explore their new enclosure, they'll form a territory. It's inside this territory that their environment must meet their needs.
Some dinosaurs play well with others. Some less so. Keep an eye on who's sharing an enclosure with who.
Select the comfort tab. All right. Ground fiber.
I must say, that enclosure is a far cry from the environment these animals evolved for.
All part of the demonstration, I assure you. We have a suite of environmental tools to help make this enclosure more appropriate, which is, of course, our next priority.
Wonderful work. Actions like this will certainly earn you a good reputation with the conservation sector.
I made the place livable. Oh, look at that. That's adorable. What? Oh, the screen went black. Okay. Oh. There's a storm approaching, isn't there?
Not to alarm you all, but is that
A sandstorm, and it came out of nowhere.
typical? It ripped apart some of our fences, too.
Storms like this can harm or panic dinosaurs. This is a delicate situation.
Well, we should definitely do something.
Right. A spooked giant is a big threat to our guests. The priority needs to be tranquilizing it with the capture team chopper. We can repair the enclosure,
All right.
right?
Yep. Yeah, it's gonna make me take control. Okay, that happened in one. Awesome. Okay. Luckily, they can be one-shotted.
Hey, nice shooting. Those dinosaurs won't be waking up anytime soon, so
Maintenance
you've earned us
facility.
some breathing space. Now, I'm not exactly adept with a hammer, so let's bring in the experts. We need a maintenance facility, and like yesterday.
Every facility placed will
There
need to
we
be
go.
connected to our path network.
Yes, we know.
Now get
I've
out
played
there and
Evolution
repair everything you
before.
can.
Alright, take control of a maintenance team facility. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna make me take control. Oh, this is new. We got ATVs, all-terrain
Dr.
vehicles.
Dua, Dr. Malcolm, your testimonials would really make a difference. We need the support of the conservation sector if anyone will take us seriously. And if they don't, Din is going down. And taking what's left of my money and self-respect with it.
John Hammond
Yeah,
said
he's
something
only in it
similar
for the money.
when he brought me and the others to Jurassic Park. You know, I could dig out the report that I made for him, but I'd need to update some details, like oohs and ahs and running and screaming, you know, that sort of thing.
Yeah, Lost World
I'm not
reference.
sure that now is the time for that conversation, Mr. Finch. Let's focus on the task at hand for the moment. A
Alright.
thorough and efficient batch of repairs. Impressive work.
Now that the enclosure is fixed up, we're safe to transport the dinosaurs back into it.
Alright.
When transporting a dinosaur, first choose the animal you want to move and then pick where to send it.
I did multi-select. Let's go.
That storm could have torn the park apart, or hurt the dinosaurs. We got lucky, but luck tends to run out eventually.
No need to worry.
More like hurt
I
your bank
suggested we
account.
prepare for such a thing weeks ago. And we did prepare, didn't we, Mr. Finch?
Well, you know, the to-do list was pretty long. And how was I to know we'd be hit by a... Look, let's not point fingers, especially at me. Bit of a long shot, but Dr. Malcolm, any chance you can ignore the whole breakout thing?
Oh boy, now you're asking an awful lot of me.
Okay, maybe not ignore, but focus on how well we dealt with it? No? Well, can't blame a guy for trying, huh?
Yep. Now they're doing that thing where they're waiting for the other helicopter to put that down so then he can put the other one down. I should have done a live stream, if I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll tell you what, the next campaign will be a live stream. There we go.
Let's place down some maintenance posts across the site. They'll let your maintenance ATVs patrol and fix the place up automatically.
Okay, maintenance posts. Maintenance ATV teams can be assigned to maintenance posts. They can then automatically repair, reboot, resupply, and inspect buildings and fences within that post radius. The inner radius of the maintenance post covers buildings for repair, reboot, resupply, and inspection tasks. The outer radius covers only fences and provides repair coverage for them. Okay?
You want your maintenance posts to cover all buildings and power generators that might need repairing, refueling, or resupplying. Those posts also have a wider range to them, and any fences that break in that range will automatically get repaired. Once you've placed your maintenance posts, you can directly assign a maintenance team to each one.
Okay.
I've arranged for more dinosaurs to arrive on site. They were struggling in the nearby desert, but we can give them a better life here.
Okay.
One moment. Gorythosaurus. They cohabitate wonderfully with Lokiceratops, so please do place them in the same enclosure.
All right.
Replicating natural varied ecosystems should always be a high priority.
All right then. You're the boss. Until you say you're supporting us at least. Then I'm back in charge. I'm kidding. Mostly.
Transport all over here. Let's go. Are there going to be baby
This place
Corythosaurs
is
as
shaping
well?
up faster than I expected. The benefit of hiring the right park manager, eh? I mean, just take a step back and look at what you've done already. This site is our very own window into prehistoric Montana. Diplodocus? Check. Lokiceratops? Check. Corythosaurus? Well, here we go.
All right, let's open the container. Look at that. Corythosaurus. So it looks like there's a couple of females. None of them are males, it looks like.
Delivery successful.
Female.
Now,
Yeah,
we
they're
better
all
make
female.
sure those dinosaurs are loving their new home.
They're missing
I mean,
ground
I'm
leaf.
sure they are, but
Not a problem.
I pride myself on being a good host. Or at least a passable one.
They could certainly be more comfortable here. Balancing comfort between multiple species can be a challenge, but one worth overcoming.
Pasture. Alright, come on. There we go.
Is it just me, or do those dinosaurs not look as happy as the Lokiceratops?
Because
Like
there
many
aren't any
species,
males.
They need males in their herd to truly thrive. Male dinosaurs are rather rare, though, so there's little we can do. Perhaps Din isn't a good fit for the conservation sector. Your work is inspiring, but the dinosaurs need something extraordinary if they're to get a foothold in the wild.
You know, the dinosaurs aren't adapting fast enough to reproduce on their own. The course of natural history is trying to reassert itself, and you simply cannot fight nature.
But we could work with it. I know of a research station developing not only male dinosaur synthesis, but sustainable breeding programs too. If it will earn your support, I suggest that we all head there immediately.
Just to check, we're, coming back here, right?
Oh, we must. If that research succeeds, we have to return to reintroduce male dinosaurs to these herds.
All right, my bags are packed, so let's go.
Alright. World map. Alright, I guess we're going to the world map. New site available. Kauai. Alright, or Kauai. Is that in Hawaii? I guess we're going there. Yep, Kauai, Hawaii. Kauai, Hawaii. Hey, that rhymes. Oh, that's hilarious. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, so don't come after me. Oh, I get it. There's gonna be males here. And we're gonna have to transport them back to Montana. That's what we're gonna have to do, I think. I think that's how that's gonna go.
Well, you know, I've been to a tropical island harboring so-called groundbreaking research before.
You've been to two of
And
them.
I felt this same mix of sheer wonder and utter dread back then, too. I'm more optimistic about what I'll find this time around. But still, if I may, a word of advice, build more places to hide than you think you need.
Okay. Good to know.
Aloha, Hawaii!
This is not a vacation, Mr. Finch. We are here to support pioneering research on dinosaur breeding. And to that end,
Maiasaura.
I'm pleased to introduce you all to Dr. Luis Baldera, a leading
Gallimimus.
paleoecologist. Dr. Baldera, the room is yours.
Hey, good to meet you all. Truth be told, I wasn't expecting help so soon. Kira seemed pretty insistent that it has to be now, though, so I'm definitely gonna make the most of it.
Well, you know, we're all dying to see how this works out. Well, hopefully not literally dying.
Okay.
Dr. Baldera has done quite well on his own, but many minds make light research. We'll need a control center so that we can hire scientists for the project.
Place a control center. All right. In the marked area, which would be here.
We should hook that building up to the path network, too.
Yep.
Science by candlelight is great for atmosphere, but less great for productivity. Let's get a generator down and power that building.
All right.
Scientists have a variety of skills, but researching male synthesis will require experience in genetics. Please hire whomever you think can do the job.
All right, I guess we're going into the control room. Yes, scientists are a thing. All right, let's get someone who's good at their job. We need some, like, good genetics, some good logistics. I'll hire you.
That's the genetic skill requirements sorted. Scientists aren't free, so
and welfare.
let's not hire more than we need for now, huh?
Let's get one more welfare. There we go.
Okay, first off, we're gonna need a science center.
A science
While
center.
parthenogenesis is a thing, that's reproduction without a mate. Dinosaur breeding typically requires a pair. Male dinosaurs are uncommon in the wild, but we can create our own with a bit of clever research. That's where the science center comes in.
All right. Okay, research can be performed at the Science Center and offers a wide range of options to expand and enhance the site. Assign scientists to perform research tasks to unlock access to new buildings, building upgrades, dig sites, medicine, and other operational improvements. Most research requires specific skills, money, and time to perform. Access to new modes or nodes in the research screen requires researching the previous nodes first. Some nodes may have additional unlock requirements listed as well. Alright, view fossils. Male dinosaur synthesis. Let's go.
Dr. Baldera, do you truly believe that this breeding program will work?
I'm pretty sure it will. Dinosaurs breeding in the wild is rare, but I've observed common needs and behaviors. That's what we're building from. Next
All
steps. Right. We need to gather some genetic material if we're going to actually synthesize a male. But finding an appropriate dig site will take a head for logistics
Expedition
that I
Center.
definitely don't have. Let's hire some practical thinkers. Now let's research a dig site with plenty of Maiasaura fossils.
Wonderful.
Medium herbivore
There's surely
dig
no
sites.
better choice to pioneer this research than a species whose name means good mother lizard.
Well, sure. What better reason to
can
bring
get
a
right
breathing,
on that.
thinking being into a strange new world than a lovely, apt name?
We'll need an expedition center to act as a base of operations for the dig. Let's construct one immediately.
Alright. Alright, so use the Expedition Center to send dig teams to dig sites across the world. They'll return with fossils which contain genetic information. This is used to create new dinosaurs. Dig teams need scientists to lead them on dig site visits. The digs themselves take time and money to complete. The Science Center lets you extract dinosaur genome from collectible fossils. Dig teams can also find valuable materials that can be sold for cash. Alright, cool. So I guess we need an Expedition Center. Highlighted area. Oh, there's a highlighted area. I thought maybe you could put it, like, anywhere. But I guess not. There we go.
Expeditions and me go way back. They're a crucial part of any site like this one, after all. See, we send teams out to dig sites where they collect fossils. Then we crack those fossils open and scoop out the genome, which lets us create dinosaurs. That wasn't the most scientific explanation, but it gets the idea across, right?
Yep.
A whole lot of Maiasaura fossils and eggs were found in Montana's Egg Mountain dig site. Sounds like a prime expedition spot to me.
Oh, hey, that's not far from the dusty patch of paradise we just came from. Small world.
Smaller still when the continents were smushed together.
You get to work
Fantastic.
on
Our
that.
expedition is underway. Let's hope they bring back some great fossils, huh?
All right.
Keeping an eye on dinosaur welfare is a full-time job, and I don't want your attention stretched thin. That's when trouble starts.
Yep.
The ranger teams can handle it, but they'll need to be assigned to ranger posts to guide their patrols. Let's build some posts and get those rangers to work.
All right. Ranger post.
Make sure the ranger posts cover any dinosaurs that you want your rangers to keep an eye on during their patrols.
There we go.
Looking good. Now just assign ranger teams to those posts and you're set.
Where's the ranger station? There we go.
Maiasaura are not the only animals that this client cares about. So, while we have some time, please ensure that the other dinosaurs here are comfortable.
Okay. They're only 70% comfortable. Ground leaf, okay. Let's get you some ground leaf. There we go. That's Gallimimus done. We've got some ground leaf going, and we can move on to the parasaurs next. Okay, come on, you can do it. There you go. Oh, okay. Launch yourself forward. All right. Let's see what they want. All right, 2 environmental issues. They need ground nut and wetland. Some ground nut, and they need wetland. There we go. All right.
No one's gonna want to visit these sites if they can't see the dinosaurs.
Of course.
Look, this isn't my area of expertise, but the math is simple enough. Impressive prehistoric animals plus well-placed viewing galleries equals more guests. Take those guests and subtract their spending money, and that equals a very happy Cabot Finch, huh? How's that for showing you're working out? The point is, always make sure an enclosure has good dinosaur visibility if we're to make this a sustainable endeavor. A well-positioned viewing building is worth its weight in, well, concrete and reinforced glass.
All right, let's get a path going. Place a path right over here. There we go.
Hey, did our expedition team make it back all right? Did they, find anything good?
Yep,
Use
they
the
did.
Science Center to extract genetic information from the fossils they bring back. This is a task best done by scientists skilled in genetics.
And anything not rich in genetic information could still make us rich in petty cash. So don't be shy about selling things either.
You can extract that.
Ooh, while we're laying the foundation of the project, let's build a hatchery too.
Hatchery,
Can't breed
good idea.
dinosaurs without hatching a few eggs, right?
Let's go.
Not long now until the genome is done extracting. What's that old saying? A watched pot of dino DNA never boils?
Now that you can exert more control over embryonic hormones, it's time to synthesize your first male Maiasaura. Just think, generations of dinosaurs engineered to be female, and now we're purposefully unshackling them.
All right.
Incredible.
Fuel incoming.
All right, let me try to fast forward this till the extraction's done. I want to make sure they have as best of a genome as possible. That's it, genome. All right, let's get this done. And look at that, we got all the dinosaurs. Albertosaurus, Allosaurus. I just want to take a look at some of these. Atrociraptor, Dryosaurus, Giganotosaurus, Indoraptor, Oh, this is awesome. You get to see the names of the dinosaurs. That's incredible. Alright, let's get Myosora done. We're at 95% genome. So we want males, right? I love how her name is okay. Are you okay? Yes, you are. But though by your profile picture, you don't look okay. Alright. Let's get synthesizing done.
If I may, I can only hope that all the consequences of this are being considered. I know they're not, of course, but, you know, I do love to hope.
Yep.
We are
I
considering
do
every
too.
outcome in this research. Your concern is understandable, but unfounded.
Unfounded? Jeez, what a thing to say. My concern has a rock-solid foundation of experience. You know, I've seen profits put before science. I've seen rapid progress, and the excitement around that eclipse any caution. So, not unfounded.
Yes, I misspoke. Your experience is evident, but we are not Biosyn, Doctor. We are not InGen. Try to see this work with fresh eyes, optimistic eyes.
Well, I'm very optimistic. So let's keep on going.
Okay, let's incubate those eggs. Gotta love the hatchery, right? Amazing building. Life literally develops inside it.
Yeah. Well, telling Dr. Malcolm to be optimistic is like telling my brother Bob to stop throwing away the water. Like dumping out the water bottles and whatever. Alright, select eggs. Alright, do we have any males? Alright, we need some males.
Oh, hello there, history. Repeating yourself, I see.
At least one male
Hey,
and
tell
one
me,
female.
Did meddling in nature work out well the first time?
Hold on, this is a little bright. Let me see if I can adjust the brightness a little bit. Let's release them.
All right, ready when you are.
So that's what the males look like.
Dinosaur synthesis.
We've got two
It
males
never
and a
gets
female.
any less magical, does it?
Those are some beautiful animals. And note how the male and female Myosora have different patterning too.
Dimorphism in prehistoric animals. And given
Ground
how rare
fiber,
males
ground
are in the
nut.
wild, I suspect we still have so much to discover.
Yes, indeed. And this is just the start. So, let's get those Myosora comfortable.
Brown nut.
Okay, now we need to check our Myosora's breeding potential and compatibility.
Okay, they have all the pasture they need. Open the dinosaur breeding in management views.
So I understand, you have ways of assessing their breeding capabilities, their fertility.
Oh, yes. There are chemical markers, but honestly, you can tell everything you need to just by observing the dinosaurs closely enough.
Interesting. Can you tell with humans too?
I know you're in charge here, but do I actually have to answer that?
No, you do not.
Now, eventually you do plan to have breeding in your breeding program, right?
Yes, we do. But dinosaurs need an appropriate nest first. Replicating the natural conditions these animals need is what sets this research apart.
Aha! Artificially replicating nature. No doubt this will go completely according to plan, as it always does.
The conditions are right and the dinosaurs are happy. Now all we can do is wait.
Hey,
Yep.
hope I didn't miss the main attraction.
There comes the entertainment
no,
guy.
hello. Are you with the Ding Group?
Oh, no. Where are my manners? I'm Isaac Clement. Great to meet you. I do a lot of work with the entertainment sector, and they are very interested in this project of yours. Juveniles will meet huge crowds after all, so I have to see this for myself. But it's all good. I'll be patient.
Hey, patience. That's a refreshing thing to see. You know, if only those folks that preceded you had waited longer and planned more, Maybe decided not to play with the genetic foundations of life with all the grace of a kid baking a cake for the first time. And by that I mean, you got to admire their ambition, but my God, the mess.
It worked. We got eggs. See, you take care of the dinosaurs and they do what comes naturally. I can't wait for what comes next.
Alright, that's it. Let me try to change the settings again.
This seems like a good chance to talk about contracts.
Alright, that's
There
a
are
little
jobs
better.
you can pick up on the side to
Yeah, that's
build your
better.
reputation with the industry sectors. And bring in a little extra cash while you're at it. Here, let's get you started with one now.
Okay. I really don't want to do the contract. New eggs found, okay. Okay, what do we got here? Alright, expedition time. Complete an expedition to collect fossils. Research viewing gallery 2. Or increase the knowledge of the Compsognathus genome. I'm going to do some... Complete an expedition, because that's easy enough to do. Alright, Maiasaura 3 is the mom. And Maiasaura 11's the dad. Okay, cool, cool. So that's the mom. She's happy. I love how they say happy instead of content. Content is such a generic word. Real talk. I do like it, don't get me wrong, but at the same time. Alright, movement and nest. The eggs have hatched.
Well,
hey,
I'll
get your
be.
tail out of the way. There we
Juvenile
go.
dinosaurs created the old-fashioned way.
Yep.
How far they've come.
Oh,
No
that's
longer
so
man-made
cute.
assets that test the limits of what science can or should do, but animals. Naturally bred animals.
Look at that.
Wow, fascinating.
Intrusive
So fascinating
tumors.
and possibly cataclysmic. I'm wildly curious to find out.
That is so adorable.
My word, you actually did it. By recreating natural conditions, no less. This could be just the thing to give dinosaurs a
It's gonna
foothold
make
in
us take
challenging
direct control.
environments.
What are we doing?
Wow.
Enter photo mode. We gotta take a
Like
picture.
I'm
Okay, cool.
staring at
I could
history
do
in
that
the making,
easy.
And it is adorable. I think we all
Damn
need
right.
to share the news, but I bet people are gonna want proof. Can we grab some pictures?
Yep.
Full disclosure, I've already named them Cabot Jr., so make sure you get their best side. But let's be honest, that's any side, right?
Where's the juvenile? There it is. There we go.
What a photo! Oh, I'm printing out a copy of that one for my wallet. Oh, they grow up so fast.
They do.
Okay, we need to make sure that our guests have a good view of these little miracles, too.
Ah, yes, the three most important days in any life. The day you're born, the day you die, and the day the viewing gallery opens.
Oh, an ailment.
The juvenile is unwell. That's the trouble with having an undeveloped immune system, I guess.
Avian
Good Lord,
influenza.
it's Cabot Jr. We've barely had any time together. You've got to do something, Doc.
It doesn't seem serious to my eyes, but it does need investigating. We'll need a paleomedical facility to do so.
All right, let's
You
get
can
one.
choose an MVU team and ride alongside them, or give them a task to diagnose whatever is ailing that juvenile. Let's find out what's wrong as soon as possible.
All right. I want you to do a medical scan on that guy as soon as possible.
All right, we've done the scan. So, what's wrong with my prehistoric little ray of sunshine?
Get right to work on that. Do some research. All right? A dinosaur is suffering from a disease with an unknown cause. This disease must be treated by an MVU team. Research the relevant cure at the Science Center. Use a dinosaur's ailments panel for more information, including disease effects and the recommended next steps. Let's research that.
As I suspected, not a pleasant illness, but not untreatable either. Have your scientists research the cure, then use an MVU team to deliver that cure via DART.
Sounds like a plan. I just hope that Cabot Jr. is better with needles than I am.
Of course, you had to name him Cabot Jr. Once we get the research done... no. I wanted to... Okay.
Okay, great. That's the research complete. Now, let's get that dinosaur cured. Assign an MVU team to a nearby ranger post, Stat. Patrolling MVU teams will automatically scan and diagnose minor issues. Major issues? Well, those will call for a trip to a paleomedical facility.
Oh, to each ranger post, okay. All right.
You've done it! Huh. You know, I was worried there for a second, but Cabot Jr. is completely cured. Needless to say, thank you. Really, thank you for taking care of them.
Yep.
Wait a second.
Little money bag.
You're kidding. Is that Bob? Oh, how I have missed that man.
We worked together for years, Finch. My name is George, but Lambert's fine. Dr. Dua told me about Den, and about the juveniles. She suggested the security sector should advise.
A perfect time for you to join us, Mr. Lambert. It seems that the situation at our Montana site has changed. The velociraptors are moving closer.
Oh, the carnivores have noticed the human buffet that we've graciously set up for them. What a surprise.
Yes, well, we need to return there immediately and handle the situation.
All right, I guess we're going back to Montana. All right, we got to be getting close to the end, hopefully. So then I can do the showcase video. That'll probably go up first since it's a little quicker. And then this will probably go up within a couple days. Maybe even a day. Who knows? There's the raptors.
Everyone, the velociraptors. What are they doing?
The inevitable, their biological imperative, you know, they're hunting.
We need to get an ACU center on it right away.
High alert, people. Finch, it's time to prove that Den cares about security.
Right, well, the guests and me need somewhere to hide. Build an emergency shelter. A fine-looking hidey hole there. And now open up the shelter to put out the alert. Raptors can be a tricky target on the best of days, so I suggest letting the pros do their thing. Give the capture team the task to tranquilize those dinosaurs and put a stop to the rampage.
All right. Yeah, tranquilize them.
Right. Those dinosaurs won't be waking up anytime soon, but we better have an enclosure ready for when they do. We do have a half-built enclosure on site that'll probably do the job, if you can, finish it up.
That's what I'm gonna do. What do you mean outside buildable area?
We should power those fences with a generator. If an animal tries to escape, it could hurt itself, or even your guests. A light shock, however, will act as a gentle deterrent.
Yeah, listen, you can call me paranoid or, more accurately, justifiably nervous, but I'm telling you, those generators tend to run out of juice at the very worst of times.
Finalize.
Don't we all? But no, I don't want dinosaurs getting out either. Worth making sure that the generators are in range of a maintenance post so our maintenance team can keep an eye on them.
Don't forget the gate.
When the enclosure is ready, give the order to transport those sleeping meat eaters into it. I'll leave it in your capable hands, okay? Take as long as you need, but not too long. Even sleeping carnivores make me nervous.
Okay.
Good work. Now wait for the delivery to end and confirm they're all enclosed.
It's strange, isn't it? Alan and Ellie had a dig site near here in this scenic patch of Montana's Badlands.
Yeah.
You know, they were digging for fossilized dinosaurs, and now you're containing living, breathing, thinking dinosaurs a mere stone's throw away. Wow, it's really, it's poetic in a vague sort of sense. And deeply terrifying in a more specific sort of sense.
Well, let's get the raptors down here.
Make sure to close any shelters once you've dealt with the threat.
Yep.
After all, guests aren't likely to spend money while they're busy hunkering down. Although a bunker gift shop isn't a bad idea.
All right.
Nice job dealing with those raptors. Vicious and intelligent carnivores don't tend to mix well with guests.
Vicious and intelligent they may be, but those velociraptors deserve as much support as any other dinosaur. A feeder that gives them an outlet for their hunting instinct would be particularly beneficial.
Better the goats than us, is what you mean to say.
All right. Herbivores don't require feeders to satisfy their hunger. Meeting their environmental needs within their territory will ensure they have what they require to satisfy their hunger. Carnivores and some piscivores require feeders to satisfy their hunger needs. Place specialized feeders. Yep, we know that. Some dinosaurs require prey to satisfy their environmental hunger needs. They can also satisfy those needs by hunting live prey like other dinosaurs. Let's get one of those, what's it, operations? I'm guessing, yeah, it's under operations. Let's get the ranger team on that. No, not direct control. I want to add a task. Ranger post, that's what I wanted.
Asset has been delivered.
Alright. Let me get you another gate to make it a little more convenient. Alright, we just gotta make sure they're comfortable. They are 67% comfortable. Oh, they're in the red, which means they could escape if they're not careful. If we're not careful, they could escape. Alright, do a scan. What are we looking at? Missing cover. Alright, we can give them cover. There we go. They should be satisfied now. Was he just stalking
Now that
the
they're
Jeep?
enclosed, those raptors will actually be boosting the site's appeal. And more appeal means more guests, so it's good news in my book. Guests will actually need to be able to see the raptors to be impressed by them, but that's why we build viewing galleries, right?
Yeah.
Huh? Dinosaur appeal is great, but dinosaur visibility is what will actually sell tickets. Improving visibility with attractions like the viewing gallery is an important step if we actually want to make a profit here.
Okay, alright, that's easy
And you do want to
enough.
make a profit, right?
I'd rather like to revisit our Corythosaurus. They needed males in the herd to thrive, and thanks to
that's
Dr. Baldera,
Diplodocus.
that's exactly what we can provide them with. We just need enough genome to begin synthesis. We will need an expedition center to organize gathering the appropriate genetic material. Then,
wrong
once
button.
we have processed the fossils in the science
go.
center, we can synthesize the males in a hatchery.
There we go. Maybe let's get an expedition center if we can. Excuse me? Why are there building constraints? Like, it's like they tricked me into thinking I can build there. There we go. And then it says building constraints. Alright, let's get an expedition going. We need Corythosaurus. I forget we need scientists. He kind of looks like 456 from Squid Game. Alright, let's get someone with really good genetics. Someone with really good welfare. Yeah, I keep forgetting we need scientists. Someone with good logistics. Alright, we got scientists. Now we're ready to go. Let's get some Corythosaurus genome. We need to get that to 70% at least. Let's go. We're at 55, so we need another 15%. This is cool. Yo, this game franchise has really come a long way, hasn't it? Will that get it to 70%?
We are
Perfect.
so close to providing those animals with what they need. Keep up your excellent work.
A male Corythosaurus. That's what we need. One male Corythosaurus coming up. Alright, let's release them. There's the male. Let's go. And 2 females.
You
Just
did
need
it.
a bit more ground
They're
leaf.
happy. They're thriving. And it's all thanks to your hard work. Well done. With males in the herd, we are only a well-placed nest away from helping these animals start a new lineage.
Alright.
It's not an objective that I will set, but I will always support breeding dinosaurs wherever possible.
Okay.
We've done a fantastic job taking care of the
Restrooms and
dinosaurs so far,
accommodation
and that's great.
Okay.
Really great. But maybe it's time we take as much care of our bottom line, eh? You see, our guests need caring for just as much as our animals. They need hotels to sleep in, restrooms to answer nature's call.
Alright.
A comfortable site draws in more guests, and I'm very much a people person. I'm especially a people with spending money person.
Increase the number of guests on site. We're 12 away from reaching that goal. Increase accommodation rating. Accommodation. Now, does that mean amenities? Let's get a hotel going. There we go. Boom.
Looking good so far. FYI, we've got number crunchers behind the scenes collecting info on the site's appeal, how guests are feeling, and my favorite bit, our amenity sales. Take a look. Ooh, those amenity sales could be a lot less red.
Yeah, I
How
know.
sites like this one make money is pretty straightforward. See, if we have incredible animals on site and the guests can see them, then we'll sell plenty of entry tickets. And as long as we keep our guests comfortable and make sure they approve of what we're doing, we'll sell even more entry tickets. That's when we hit them with some excellent food, drinks, and shopping amenities to really bump up our income. As we seem to be lacking in the amenities department right now, we should really get that fixed.
Yep. Do we have to
I
research
created
that?
DIN to support dinosaurs and bring people joy. And there's nothing more joyful than good food, good drinks, and reasonably priced merchandise. Think of the site's profits as a measurement of joy. Building
Shocking.
amenities near popular attractions will make profits go up, and needless to
Food.
say, that's the direction that profits should be going in.
Building
You
constraints.
can kit out amenities however you like, but you're not shooting in the dark. Our data geniuses will show you in real
And
time how
finally,
different products or
drink.
features will impact guest satisfaction, and how that equals more profit.
Do you ever stop talking, Cabot? Anyway, we got food, drink, and shopping amenities. Again, food and drink should be together. They should be together. Because a lot of parks, right, with like restaurants and whatever, they serve food and drinks. Why does there have to be a separate one for each? I don't understand that. I really don't. Alright, I know how amenities work. Let's see if we can satisfy the customers.
You're not going to believe what I found. Well, okay, my lawyers pointed it out to me, but same thing. We have more land than I thought. I trust it'll be put to good use. Wink, wink. More dinosaurs and more revenue. Wink, wink.
Okay, why did it zoom out? Oh, a new site area has been unlocked. Okay.
While this particular site is owned by Mr. Finch, I thought it best to still define some specific targets to work towards.
Okay. Total scientist skill 50, income per minute. Okay. Appeal modifiers. Alright.
Remember, Satisfying these goals will define this site's overall park rating. Our park ratings prove that we can manage sites and make clients happy, which helps me expand DIN globally.
I cannot believe the momentum that DIN has suddenly gained. Kira, you've been talking to potential clients, right? Any, good news?
I'm close to securing a new site now. Follow my advice on increasing our reputation and park ratings, and our proposition will be irresistible.
All right, let's get a thing going. Boost park. All right, profitable. Take a photo of at least. All right, we're gonna take a photo. I'm gonna choose take a photo here. We're gonna take a picture that's at least 64 grand. All right, so we can complete this next. Whoa. We're still running people over, which is awesome. No. I hit that button by accident.
The conservation sector have asked me to keep an eye on DIN long term, so consider me an official advisor. And on that topic, your reputation with the conservation sector would only improve if we had more naturally bred dinosaurs on site.
I
There
have
we go.
some rather incredible news. Dr. Baldera will be joining DIN full-time, and with his breeding expertise
Of
and
course he
our
will.
brilliant park management skills, the sector representatives have offered their support as well. There is just one uncharacteristically quiet voice left. Dr. Malcolm?
I'm sure this is going to shock you, but I'm still skeptical.
Yeah.
I mean, what you've done here is impressive, but, you know, haven't we walked this path of good intentions before? At the same time, I'm nothing if not wildly curious, and if there's one thing that ambitious projects need, it's a voice of reason. So, here I am.
Well, sounds like everyone's pretty much on board. DIN has hope, and I won't have to sleep in my nephew's basement. Fantastic! All right, don't keep me waiting. Where are we heading next?
Oh, I guess we're on a new map. What do we got here? Clark County. Oh. That's where the Clark County Museum is. I guess we're going here next. So I guess it's not over yet. Alright. We're gonna complete this campaign. We're gonna do this. And then after this, I'm moving on to the sandbox, so that I can showcase the brand new species. Hopefully. And then we could start with battle royales. I've probably been recording for about an hour and a half, 2 hours at this point. Clark County, Nevada.
Las Vegas. In Spanish, the Meadows. Huh. It brings to mind peaceful, rolling pastures
Pteranodons.
and verdant land. But what we get are greedy opportunists rolling the dice on displaying prehistoric animals in sorely lacking enclosures. But then, aren't you also taking a gamble? Will you be able to get this site not just functional, but ethical? Roll up, place your bets, and good luck. You know, if you believe in that sort of thing.
Okay.
When you said we were going to Vegas, I was expecting glitz, glamour, and maybe a night on the town, huh? But, that'll teach me for being optimistic. What was this place again?
I believe that the original owner called it a prehistoric playland, or some such. The new owner, our client, wants us to take better care of these animals.
And I bet they're expecting some impressive profits given the Vegas adjacent real estate. Oh, I have a good feeling about this.
What do we got here? Clark County, Nevada. Okay. And we got the new pterosaur here, Kawajara. Okay. Alright, let me
To help out, I brought in a freelance crisis manager. She was a big name at Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, until they went under. Catastrophically. But I'm sure that had nothing to do with you, Lily. Nothing at all.
Lily.
Thank you, Cabot.
And hello, everyone.
Her again.
Now, our most pressing task is to get these animals recontained, which means repairing that aviary. Unless we want those high flyers to escape to the bright lights of the city, of course.
No, wait, it's the maintenance that repairs this, isn't it? I just remembered it was the maintenance. Alright, do we have any maintenance? Alright. Make sure the aviary is repaired. And then we can go ahead and knock out the pteranodons if we can. Maintenance posts. Okay, we need some more maintenance posts. There we go.
And I should say, it's especially good to see you again, Kira.
You two know each other, huh?
Lily was a mentor for me. She gave me my first opportunities in paleocuration.
And you walked away from those opportunities with a copy of my contacts database in your pocket. She was a cunning young raptor even then.
Yes, well, I learned from the best. But let's just focus on recontaining the escaped flying reptiles.
Alright. Containing the new flying reptiles. There's gonna be more to this, I know there is. You know, my major issue with these campaigns is that they drag on for so long. Like, you think you're about to complete the campaign when there's a whole new section to it. Like, the Dominion campaign. That was way too long. Like, basically, I thought it was almost done, and then I still had the Scorched Earth variant to it. Or section. Alright. Let's see what the contract. Research Viewing Gallery 2. So we need to research Viewing Gallery 2. Get right to work on that. Alright, those were pretty easy to capture. Alright, that's the contract completed. Boom. Alright, that's a male. Okay. They just need some pasture when it comes to... Alright, that's that satisfied. What are the other issues? Oh, fish. No, wait, you got it. You got fish. Alright, completely satisfied. I think we got 2 more to do. No, 1 more. So there's already been 3. Alright, we're all set. They've been placed back in the aviary where they belong. Assign a ranger team to the aviary. Okay. I could do that.
Looking good. But if this place is gonna hit the jackpot, we'll need these animals to be visible to our guests. And we should make it clear that the park's under new management with some stylish scenery, too.
We're gonna need to research that
What's
first.
a sideshow without the show, after all?
Where's the aviary viewing gallery? Oh, we needed 4 scientists to work on that.
All those old structures that were
scenery.
on the site when we got here don't exactly shout high-end establishment. Remember, you can demolish anything you don't like or dress it up with some lovely scenery items. Do a good job and I might hire you to revitalize my porch.
That's for the lagoon. Increase dinosaur visibility by 80%. Well, first we need to research the viewing gallery. So let's get that researched, and we'll be all set to go. But yeah, the campaigns, they drag on for a very long time. And that's my only issue with them. Yeah, like, I've beaten horror games that haven't taken nearly as much time. Alright. That's that researched. Let's get an aviary viewing gallery over here. Connect that to the path. Oh, no,
If
wrong.
this site
Oh, there we
runs
go.
out of money, well, that would be a crisis in its own right.
Open the site to the
Use
public.
the arrival point to open the park. Then we can get back to work.
There we go.
Our client wants more species on site. This is a non-negotiable part of our contract, so do whatever needs to be done to make
4
it happen.
aviary domes.
Lily, could you lend your guidance?
Oh, of course. Building a new aviary is step 1, and it's crucial to get right. The proper environment will keep these animals happy enough to prevent an escape attempt. When the aviary is set up, then we can look into bringing more flying animals on site. The guests will love that, I'm sure.
Let's get an expedition center going. We want Kawijara. That's the the new pterosaur. I think that's in South America. Yeah, that's South America. All right, cool. All right, get to work on that. All right, let's get some fossils going.
Time for us to make use of that genome, don't you think? Go ahead, synthesize, incubate, release, profit. Oh wait, did I say that last one out loud?
Okay. Yeah, you meant to say that out loud. You wanted to say that out loud. I know you did. Okay, let's not upgrade. Let's go into... See how we got the new Kawajara creature. Alright. Our latest pterosaur. Begin task. Alright, you can get to work on that. Let's get one of each gender. We'll get a male and a female. Extract some more genome while we wait. Alright, let's hatch our new pterosaurs.
Incubation personnel, please stand by.
So we got a male and a female. Oh
The dinosaurs did not evolve for this world. Their struggles to adapt should be evidence of this. But you reject that fact, and you endanger human life in doing so. Dr. Malcolm was right. Nature must be allowed to take its course without human intervention. If that means a re-extinction of dinosaurs, so be it. We are extinction now, and this is our warning to you. End your work. Dissolve the dinosaur integration network, or this will no longer just be a warning.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
You know, I see where they're coming from. Nature should be revered, but the situation, I must say, has evolved since Mount Sibo's eruption on Isla Nublar.
Get some
The
cover.
dinosaurs aren't isolated on an island anymore. Our actions don't just affect prehistoric life, but human life also. But I suppose people will see what they want to see, and we can't stop them. Trust me, I've tried.
It's petty idealism being dressed up as a fact of nature. Our work is too important to allow this to slow us down.
Geez, your self-belief is admirable. You know, others have had that same confidence with, let's say, mixed results.
Let's keep doing what we're doing. It's not like they'll actually be able to stop us anyway, huh?
Okay.
Our guests are going to expect a
Increased
certain degree
profit
of
per minute.
luxury,
Yep.
which this park is currently lacking. Get them the amenities they deserve. And if someone can get me a high-end meal and a fluffy bathrobe while they're at it, all the better.
Mr. Finch, not to tempt
Shopping.
fate, but I'm not sure that this site is quite, disastrous enough to justify a crisis manager. Your team is handling it rather well.
I have to agree. As nice as it is to see you, Lily, this seems like an unnecessary expense.
Maybe I underestimated what we could do in-house. But stick around just a little longer. This area is known for its shady characters, so anything could happen.
All right.
Sawridge Cattle Company was just a tumbleweed's roll away.
All right. A little longer then, if you're genuinely concerned.
Maintenance posts. Yeah, I know how maintenance posts work. Let's get one of those going. Emergency shelter. Let's get a restroom going if we can. Looks like we got restroom taken care of, but I'll put one in just in case. There's only so much you can do with these. Keeping these guys satisfied will be a challenge. Alright, I think the last thing we need is a hotel.
Mr. Finch, I was just talking to our client about their ambitions to expand the park. Do you have something you want to explain?
Okay, don't be mad, but I have a lot of friends/enemies/debt in Vegas, and I knew we'd need a crisis manager if we ever wanted to cut through the red tape and expand the site. And guess what? It worked, huh? Of course, Lily stormed off as soon as I told her, but she's dealt with jobs falling apart before. I said she was at Jurassic World, didn't I?
I am truly disappointed in you, Finch. But, I confess, the client will be happy. The red tape is down, but the land still needs to be paid for. We should generate enough funds to make this happen.
All right, let's get up to 200,000. Let's go. Oh, it was only 10 minutes for the bonus. Okay, all right, cool. All right, 200,000. We need to get $200,000 accumulated in order to make this, I guess, work. All right.
The prospect of a breeding program helped secure this contract, and now it is time to deliver on that. Dr. Baldera, I assume your research applies to flying reptiles as well?
In science, we don't assume. We postulate, we hypothesize, we test.
Aren't those just very fancy words for guess?
Okay, so I've studied flying reptiles a little less. Not so big on heights, but the principles are very much the same. Our flyers will need nests if we're going to encourage their natural wild behaviors.
Okay. An aviary nest area. I'm guessing they do have to be researched. All right, let me look for it again.
The site is getting more impressive by the day, but increasing diversity within our population would provide both scientific and entertainment value. That should be our next target.
I don't they live in Europe. All right, I'm guessing we have to research more stuff. All right, we're gonna have to fire some people. Let's get some scientists. A total dinosaur appeal of 2,500. Come on, let's get that done. That's gonna take about 3 minutes. Look at that. We got some baby pteranodons. We got 3 of them. Or juvenile pteranodons.
I've been reaching out to potential clients and have
2
now had
females
all
and
the
a male.
responses I wanted. The news is, well, I think you'll be as pleased and pleasantly surprised as I am. But let's talk about this with a map in front of us.
Oh. East Asia site now available.
East Asia. Vast, mysterious, and beautiful. And, of course, bed of so much discovery and history and progress. But you know, it's a complex, chaotic world out there. And now, that global complexity, that intercontinental chaos, will have another fascinating variable to it. You. What could possibly go wrong?
Certainly nothing that we can't handle, I'm sure. But allow me to give a proper briefing on these incredible opportunities.
In Indonesia, there are rumors of disease in local dinosaur populations. We are tasked with developing a facility to monitor and handle any outbreaks. A conservation-minded client in China has asked for our help in creating a spacious sanctuary for prehistoric giants.
Okay.
And there is a theme park in Japan that has fallen to ruin. We will need to put it back in working order and make it the success it was always meant to be. All 3 of these sites are significant, both in the importance of the work and in their benefit to our global reputation. These clients expect a lot of us. We best not disappoint.
All right, well, I think we've got the general idea of everything. Basically, that's all I really wanted to do. We'll come back to this at some point, but I just want to get the showcase done. So I'm going to leave it here. We'll come back to it another time. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.